Have a warm welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning. I'm the senior taster of Whisky.com, and have a look at this wonderful dark brownish whiskey we have here on my cask. And this one is a special bottling for our company. It's an Ardmore exclusive for Whisky.de, 21 years old. Distilled in 2000, bottled in 2022. It's 46% ABV, unchill filtered, uncolored, and have a look at this wonderful bottle. Yeah, Ardmore is one of the very few distilleries in the Highlands which produce peated whiskey, so smoky whiskey. And this is due to the history of Ardmore. Ardmore produced for I think it was the Teacher's brand, and the Teacher's Highland Cream, I think it was called, or it's still called, has a small or a particular amount of peated whiskey in it to give it a very light smokiness. And this is the original spice which is in that blended whiskey. And this is here in this bottle, not only bottled as a peated malt in total, but as well as a single cask and in 46% unchill filtered and uncolored. So it's very, very special. So there should be more data of the cask here on the bottle. Yes, here it is. It's a Oloroso sherry finish, 22 months after maturation in hogsheads. Hogsheads is a very old format or size of cask. This is from the time where the casks from the US were not shipped to Scotland from the bourbon industry, where they are only allowed to be used once, shipped to Scotland in the form of complete casks with the rings on it, but in single staves, because volume was very much expensive in those days. So they broke them down into staves, and when they arrived in Scotland, they refabricated the cask themselves because labor was cheap, and then they built the cask a little bit bigger. The staves have a trapezoidal cross section, and this allows them to be tight, even if it's curvature. And if you add a few staves more, this doesn't matter. They are still not dripping. And so they made out from 4 American Standard barrels, they made 3 hogsheads, and they then contained around 250 liters, in contrast to the 208 liters of an American Standard barrel at 55 gallons, I think, US gallons. So this was distilled on September 12th, 2000, and bottled on June the 20th, 2022. And it was the cask number 4, and this is the bottle, the bottle 666, so this is the devil's bottle. Yeah, so what to say? There are more bottlings from Signatory Vintage, the independent bottler from which this bottle is, and there are bottlings called Very Cloudy. So they are unchill filtered, as this one is, but they are not from sherry casks or matured long time or finished long time in sherry casks, but they are bottled at 40% ABV, unchill filtered, and that means they are cloudy from the start. So you have a bottle complete cloudy, and this is very, well, strange for a connoisseur, not for a connoisseur, for the normal whiskey drinker, but it's some kind of specialty for the connoisseur if it's that cloudy. So, and those bottles are called Ardmore Very Cloudy. Yeah, already smoky on the cork. And I have very often problems with very smoky whiskies because I find that too smoky. Ardmore is one of the less smoky whiskies, so around 20-25 ppm. And when it's combined with a special cask like this Oloroso sherry cask, then I find it very pleasant to have this smokiness combined with a finishing with a fortified wine cask. Yeah, smokiness on the nose, and it's, maximum 20. 50 ppm might be as well. Yeah, the more I nose on it, the more the smokier it becomes. And in the back there's this fruitiness, the dark fruitiness, the dates, the figs, the resins, sultanas. Yeah. Heavy, dark, and even more smoky. 25 ppm or even 30, so it develops. Cheers. Full mature smokiness and this sherry cask in the aftertaste on the palate. Wonderfully combined to an excellent whiskey, 21 years in casks, so the subtractive maturation is very, very strong. There are no feints in it, nothing weird in it. And with a 22-month in Oloroso sherry cask, got an additional touch of fruitiness, of those dark fruits in it. Very well. Yeah, so I'm not very much astonished about that because it's an exclusive for our company, and we selected those casks, or this cask. Out of those casks we had the chance to get some from. Yeah, but it's always different if you have it some month or a year later after the selection. This was bottled in 2022, so this is some time gone since then, and we selected it, I think, early 2022, and it wasn't finished yet. So now after 2 years, yeah, very good. Independent bottlers with such an age, 21 years old, this is very rare on the market in the meantime, and therefore the bottle is not that cheap, as you can imagine. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned. There's more to come.